Okay. All right. Hola, and welcome to the Circuit de Barcelona Catalonia Round 9 of the Can-Am Racing League. It's a track that has long been the proving ground for Formula One machinery. A true all-rounder that tests everything from high-speed corners to slow technical precision. And today, it's set to deliver yet another thrilling chapter in the championship fight. The long turn down to turn 1 has been the scene of so many dramatic moments over the years, and with drivers jostling for position into that tight right-hander expecting fireworks off the line. From the sweeping high-speed challenge of turn 3 to the tricky traction-dependent final sector, this track demands the absolute best from every driver on the grid. The title battle is heating up, and with every point critical, there's no room for mistakes. Who will master the Spanish tarmac and take that checker flag? It's time to go racing in Barcelona! Welcome, everybody, to Round 9 at Can-Am Tier 1 Championship. This is your Turtle Commander speaking. Sorry for the beginning of the stream. I had some technical difficulties, but we managed to rectify them, and now we are on. If I do jump in and out of black windows in qualifying, I'm just trying to optimize the stream for the channel. But nevertheless, we are on, and we are on, and we are definitely we're gonna see everything for sure. So that's without a doubt. So with that being said, our current our current grid lineup, with 9 minutes left into the qualifying, we have Seth in P1 with a 111.8, Dismal P2 with a 111.9. Very close, very tight, very fast pace laps. And we are going. Sorry, I'm definitely a little bit discombobulated, so let me just get in the zone here. Alright. Alright, we're in the zone. Let's do this. So let's begin with fastest laps. Very fast laps in this league. And our intervals to the leaders, we got a 10th between Seth and Dismal. Hitch in P3, 3/10 off the leader with a 112.2. We got there on flyers. Oh, pushing down the buttons. Cloud City starting his lap. Already with the purple sector into yeah, purple sector in sector 1. A little bit of lock up and slide. Here we go. And into turn 13, 14. Coming over the line, Cloud City improves by 1.128. And let's jump on board with Dismal going very wide into turn 10. It's a corner that can definitely throw you out. Did not invalidate though, keeps his time going. Very good on him. EXO. Going into turn 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're now rounding 9. Slight lift, no lift. 6 gear. DRS on. Turn 10. Very tight, a little bit of sausage curve, slight side with the rears. Continuing through. He's improved in the second sector. Coming to 13, 14. Oh, and he pits. MK7 Hitch finishing off his lap with a 3/10 improvement, 3.5 improvement. Puts him into the 111s. But a lot of drivers in the pits right now. 50 and 07. Is completing a lap, I want to say. No, he's in the pits as well. So it looks like everybody's getting ready for the end of quali, prepping their setups and throwing on new boots. We got Final Flame, Coach Fantasy, and Vivoda on outlaps. Dismal coming out of the pits for his outlap. So let's start off with Final Flame as he begins his lap. Final Flame opening up that DRS flap, increasing the ERS. Turn 1, 2, 3, pulling it tight onto the curb as much as possible using that esports line. Turn 4 is a tricky one to just get it nice and smooth around. Uses up a good amount of the track. Sorry for the hairpin-ish into turn 5. Very calm, very calculated. Holding his line very nicely, using some battery to speed it up as he comes to complete sector 2. Flame hasn't put a lap in, so that's why we're not getting any interval. Turn 13, no lift. Turn 14, slight lift, slight lift. Turns on that DRS lap, what do we get? P8 with the 112.2, that's very nice, Mr. Flame. And as he goes through, we had Coach coming over the line right now. No increase. Voda, I think finished his lap. Coming up to Dismal. Dismal just finished sector 1, going into sector 2, rounding out turn 9. DRS open, dumping the battery. Turn 10, he's this time purple sector in sector 2. He holds onto that turn 10 very nicely. Carry speed through 12, turning to 13 here. Very nice line, grabs a very good amount of curve. Small lift into 14, open the, and that's your fastest lap by, wow, by a hundredths, by 15 hundredths. This one takes provisional pole. But we still have Seth and Hitch on their outlaps. Cloud City holding it in the pit. Who's ahead here? Who's ahead here? Looks like Seth is slowing down for the pack. But he can have a lap with good gap, but nobody in the way. Hitch is running out sector 3. Let's jump on board with Hitch here and take a gander at his final lap in qualifying. New tires and a fresh battery. Man's gonna let it go. Coming down the straight. Hopefully nobody gets in the way. Nice amount of curves, slight lock up into turn 1, holds turn 2, gets ready for turn 3. Keeps it nice and tight to the curb. Slightly opens up the wheel, takes the curb at 2-4. 4, you gotta hold it, but use all the track that you can. No touching of the curb. Turn 5, very nicely. Smooth inputs. We're looking at turn 6, turn 7 now. You gotta just put the car in the right place. Don't touch that sausage curb because she will spin ya. And car off, Williams it looked like. Opens up the DRS, dumping the battery. 10, lockup. Oh, he goes wide but uses a full, light wheel spin. Now coming into turn 13, Hitch. Definitely looks like he put it together. It's personal improvements. Didn't see any purple sectors. And we get a 10th improvement. That puts him to first place. Margins are so close in this league. Even just a 10th improvement can put you into pole when you're up in those top 5. Very nice Hitch. You did a stonking lap, my friend. Seth Dismal, 50 and 07 P4, already finished the session. 50 and 0, Go Lee putting in a lap. Coming to P3, pushing Dismal down. You know that second row on the grid is going to be feisty. Dismal and Goat are known to not give an inch between each other. EXO ending the qualifying in P6. Cloud City putting a humbling P7. Goya Ninja. Goya. I think that's a Jewish term. Goya Ninja P8 Final Flame only put in the 1 lap on the softs, takes that P10. Lucid in P10. A little far from his teammate, but still very nice. Fate put some work in, putting 3 laps on his softs. 112.3, still commendable. Faint in P12, Voda P13, Mel Gibson P14, Fief P15, Squatch P16, Yippie P17, Coach Fantasy. Bring that car in with nope, never mind. It's gonna run it across the line. And Bubby in P19. Quite the qualifying, folks. We had some technical difficulties. We've had fast laps. We had discombobulated turtle, and we had a good qualifying. So as it stands, everybody kept their positions as I did at the finish there. MK P1, Seth P2, Goldie P3, Dismal P4, 50 and 07, P5. That's your top 5. Everybody else hold position. We are going to have an incredible race with 19 racers. Spain, you can have different strategies. You can have spins. You can have tire degradation. You can mess up a hairpin You can go deep into slow corner. Many different possibilities within Barcelona. With that being said, it is a tight grid, and the caliber of driving in Tier 1 is remarkable. So we should definitely see quite the racing in the top 10. Um, the mid to back of the pack drivers, I believe they're also going to be quite entertaining, as there's many lines in this track and many different ways to go about running this race. So I'm just gonna grab a little drink here, drinky poo, and we're going to wait for the start of the race. And we're 5 lights out. 5 lights. Oh, and away we go. MK7 started off in P1, gets a nice launch off the line. Holds the position. Oh, we had a Dismal going hard into turn 1. Loses a little with Seth making it up. Oh, here we go. 1507 making a place on Goat Lee. Goat Lee dropping down. EXO right behind him. Everybody sniffing tails and taking numbers. 1507 trying to hold that in place. Dismal trying to gain back into the position he lost. Seth just holding and making time, looking for that MK7 tail. We're looking at possible strategies of one stops, either soft to medium or medium to hards. I would say the optimal strategy here is medium to hards. And I would say most drivers are going for the same strategy. Cotton, yeah, we got Bubby with the softs, and Fief and Goya Ninja with the hards. Goatly with the hards, he's going to be working ring temp up to them. As it stands, the intervals, everybody's really close, under a second, all the way up to, we got tight pack. We got a tight pack. This is Slytherin Snake. Somebody fell off. Goya 2 seconds behind now. And we have a breakups. Bubby DNF'd. Bubby DNF'd. What happened to Bubby? Bubby, what happened to you, mate? Oh, I missed it. Looks like, I guess he's retired on track? Or disconnected. Shame. But with that being said, the rest of the pack is tight. And still, we have everybody really tight in the pack. Seth breathing down MK's neck. Top 4 with mediums, so Goatly is definitely going to be the one who wants to stay within the DRS within a second and keep up with everybody as the mediums degrade. The hards are only going to improve. Dismal with a purple sector too. He is pushing to stay on the tail of Seth, and Seth is working to stay on the tail of MK Hitch. Though as we get into the start finish straight with the DRS, Seth going for the move. MK holding it on the outside. Turns into the inside line. Everybody's really close, nip and tuck. All comes down to turn 4 now. Who's gonna blink? Nobody. And they hold position. This is the type of racing you want to see as we go on board with Goatly. Goatly's watching everybody. Goatly should. Goatly holding position. Even though with the lower grip with the hards, he can stay out longer and just watch the little puffs of smoke coming off the cars in front of him as their tires lock up and wear. Everything very clean. We have the pack tight all the way up to P12. Cloud City. Oh no, there's a little gap between Cloud City and Who is that? No, I'm wrong. What am I looking at right now? We can go all the way down to Vivoda. Sorry about that. There's a gap between Vivoda and the Yuppie. So we got two parts now in this race. Two snakes. We got the one headed by the Yuppie, holding on to Coach Fantasy, Squash, Goya, Fief, and Mel Gibson. And then we have the other 12 drivers. And as I jump back to the front, Seth making a move again on MK Hitch. Dismal riding the tail, jumping in front of them. As these four fight and fight, Goat Lee just holding onto his position will definitely be able to either overtake once the tires start to drop off, or hold on to the position and wait for them to peel into the pits, where he will gain track position. Track position in the end here is going to be crucial. Esports driver has showed it. Oh, slight side from Goatley. Esports drivers have shown us that some undercut can prove beneficial, but also Yarmir Otmir has also shown us that staying out, managing tire wear, and gaining track advantage can also prove advantageous. It's all about picking and choosing your battles. When are you going to jump in? When are you going to put the nose in where it needs to go to make the pass? These are all questions that drivers are asking themselves as they're going along. When you get up to this level of racing, the turns come and you know where to go, and you're not driving reactive, you're driving proactive. And being proactive, you're also thinking about what the drivers are doing, how they're twitching, and where can you find a gap or a place where you can just rest at to attack later. Ladies and gentlemen, drivers on the track, they're not playing chess, they're playing check. Sorry, I messed that up completely. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, these drivers on the track, they are not playing checkers, they are playing chess. And every lap that counts down, and every move. Oh, and that's Seth off the track with a bit of a snap, bringing him down. The gap between all the drivers is so close that one little mistake can take you from P2 to P6 very easy. And now thinking back to the incident that occurred, his tires must be screaming. So we're 7-8 laps into the race, and mediums seem already to be having some difficulty. Dismal taking over the lead in P1, but MK Hitch, he is breathing down his neck. If fumes were to... Oh, Faint Fawn retiring on the track in Sector 3. That's our second retirement of the night. Now we have one Kick Salva and one Williams left. This pack at the front is so tight. Everybody's... Oh, and we have drivers off. Seth and Flame coming together. If I look now, Seth just got back on the track, but he is missing an M plate. Action. We're gonna do a little... Yeah, it looks like Flame got away with no damage. Very interesting. MK taking over again. Dismal. They're gonna keep switching places as it goes. There's gonna be non-stop entertainment in this race. 58.07 looking to stick his nose in right up Dismal's tailpipe, but thinks better of it. Everybody's still there. Goat Lee gaining a position on Seth's demolition, and still working those hards as the others are starting to wear. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we can see that people are struggling now, and Goat Lee is in the middle of that pack, just working, keeping his head down and the tires in a place where he can work the track and not wear too hard. I'm sure this man's has got low tire wear. I would say maybe 25% lap 10, 30% lap 10. Quite the possibility. I could be I could be wrong on my bet. Mel Gibson with a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Hey, practice is hard. Seth in there, getting his wing changed, throwing on the hards. Now, Seth, you gotta put your head down, mate. Because everybody's struggling. Start working those tires in marginally. Don't overcook them. Don't push too hard. All in all, you should be able to come back into a good position, even with the damage. As we work our way back up the order, everybody's slowly gaining a little space between each other. We got Lucid looking on making a move on Exo. Exo keeping it nice and tidy. Lucid is trying to find a way. Don't force it, my friend. Don't force it. Work your way into it. Flames got a little bit of clean air, but still in the DRS. Now we got a group of 7 at the front. It slowly spaces out as we go along this race. Big lockup from the cars ahead. Looks like it was dismal, I want to say, with the lockup. He's having a hard time with the tires, and look at that. Look at that. The one that was just minding his business. Oh, the teammates fighting up against each other. MK going for that outside line. Goat Lee holding the inside line. I'll tell you, folks, inside the Discord chat, we heard that these two were going to come together. I didn't think it was going to happen so fast. Goat Lee was definitely being patient and proving that he can work his way through this race and let others make the mistakes. But now it looks like he wants to get ahead and possibly, I would say, work to build a gap as the other one starts to struggle. I may be speaking a little bit too early, but it looks like the alternative strategy may pay out to be the strategy you want to do here. Second for Fate. We got Coach Fantasy, Fate, and Mel Gibson right now with 3-second time penalties. Everybody on 11 lap old tires, sorry. Go leave with the hards, everybody else on mediums. I was definitely wrong now, saying that the mediums would go 10 laps. That was the wrong prediction. Though, it looks slightly now like Goat Lee is having a little bit of trouble. MK is mitigating the tire offset fairly well, though we can see right now MK is trying to recover some energy as he comes onto the straight, making turn 14. Goat Lee should have the position, but they will jostle and fight onto the next laps. 50 and 07. Slowly breaking away from the front two, but still staying on board. MK working his way. He's not going to come down without a fight. He gets that inside line. Goat squeezes him. Boys, you guys are teammates. You guys are teammates. You guys can be championship rivals, but you are teammates. And you guys are too close to the other drivers to be fighting this hard. Somebody gotta make a decision. Maybe wait for the pits and then decide what you're gonna do. But work together right now, mates. I would say 1507 and Cloud City, both just holding position, watching the fight unfold. Dismal and Flame right there as well. And Fate, even with the 3-second time penalty, holding on tight. I wouldn't fight that hard, boys, because anything's gonna happen. Lucid retiring. Safety car, safety car. Lucid retiring. Where did Lucid retire? I didn't even see where he retired. I was just... oh, that's sad. He definitely went off and hit something, because safety car wouldn't be out if he retired on track, given the last two drivers. Alright, so we got MK Hitch, P1, Goat Lee, P2. These guys fighting hard. 1507, P3 in the Red Bull. Cloud City, P4. Final Flame, P5. Dismal in P6. Dismal does not want to be in P6. Dismal is definitely thinking about what can he do under this safety car to give him an advantage, to put him in front of, I would say, at least Final Flame and Cloud City. But both very good drivers, tight margins, everybody's going to be fighting. Vivoda finding his way into P8. Vivoda and Thief P9. See, with the squabbling going on, Seth has come all the way down to come down. Seth was down. Seth came back up into P11. He worked his way on those hards. Does Seth come in for another stop? And it's only 4 lap old hards, but he could. Still 15, 16, 17, 18 laps ago. Everybody coming in for new tires. MK and Goat lead double stacking. MK and Goat lead double stacking perfectly. Thief holding on to those 14 lap old hards. He's going to gain track position and take the lead of this race. Cloud City, everybody switching onto the hards where Goat Lee is on the mediums, and Exo makes it in front of Goat Lee on 2 laps. Yeah, Exo gaining the advantage from pitting as soon as the safety car went in. So he must not have had a Delta. So does that mean EA fixed the Delta glitch? I can't believe it. If it did, that's crazy. Oh, I'm just now getting Lucid's report from down from trackside. He hit the pit entry wall and explosion. That is gutting. That is gutting for the Mercedes team. Sorry to hear that, Lucid. Safety car in this lap. We got Thief holding down the pack right now. Let me jump to the front here. Since we're in broadcast mode, we should be able to get a nice view of the start here. Thief trying to work those hard tires into a nice window. 14 laps old. And everybody else behind him with fresh shark teeth. As he rounds turn 14, he's gonna go. MK Hitch right behind him, sniffing those fumes and licking the tailpipe. He's coming down just to get a sniff. Big lockup. Those hards are not warm. They are not on. Cloud City right on the tail of MK Hitch. Goat Lee with the mediums. I feel he's going to be ready to attack and pounce. Exo holding clear, this man benefited hardcore from that being where he was when the safety car launched out. So he is 3 laps on those hards. Probably got a good temperature on them. Nice, already broke through the shiny stuff and up into P5, 1507, holding strong onto EXO. I believe he's gonna make the move now and take the place. Yep. Final Flame right behind that. We got a couple guys going wide here in turn 10, if I'm not mistaken. Turn 13, everybody tight. We got a snake going on here, and everybody's tight. We got a gaggle of cars. Seth picking up a 3-second. That's a shame. The driver has gone through some hard bad luck and still working his way. We're fighting hard in the race, but unlucky. Dismal down in P8. I'm sure Dismal is screaming at his grippy socks right now, thinking, why am I not up higher? Looking at, oh no! He tried to put a nose into the inside line, ends up losing a couple, nope, not losing, but he is being attacked, ravaged, some may say, by the cars around. As we come back to the top here, Fief has jumped down 3 places, starting this from the safety car. MK back in the top. Cloud City splitting the Racing Bulls. And Goatly, I'm sure, is frustrated being in P3 when he has the grippier, faster, medium tires. In a sense, he should be getting ahead. Everybody behind Fief is probably really angry, not wanting to. Oh, Fief dropping down the order, has a bit of a lockup. Dismal all in beside that, takes over Fief. Seth makes a move as well. Fief down in P9 now. Goya too, making the position. Fief just dropping down. Fief, please, mate, go into the pits. Go into the pits and pray for another safety car. It will benefit you. Oh, and Fief gets hit with the 3-second time penalty. Alright, let's get back to the top here. MK trying to pull a gap on the oh, what do we have happening here? Did the cars go off? I'm assuming the cars went off. So MK trying to pull a gap here, but Goatly, Cloud City hanging on to his coattails and keeping into the DRS down the front straight. Should close up that gap a bit. Goatly is just hanging on to those two. Goatly again, showing his patience, showing that he can be a driver that can come out swinging at the end of the race. Only problem is everybody pitted on the same time to do alternate strategies. Will the mediums make it the 18 laps that it was at the time? We are now at 14 laps? 14 laps, yeah. So we're at 14 laps now. We were able to see that the mediums started to drop off about 14, 15 laps, but the hards were doing it. Hards were keeping strong. I believe Goalie wouldn't have changed his tires if the safety car wasn't there. Would it have been more beneficial to go in on the following lap, and then extend the safety car? Possible. Is there still possibility for a safety car to still pop out? Very possible. So we are just going to have to sit around and stick around and see what's going on. Final Flame hit with a 3-second. This is one of those tracks where as much as everybody drives it and knows the lines and knows the circuit and those white lines, it's only the white lines. They come quick. Formula One cars go zooming by everything with the amount of downforce they have. It's quite easy to just be a hair over with all four tires and gain the penalties. Metallica would say it's sad but true. As we come along here, you can see the packs slowly starting to divvy up. I know Dismal does not want to be in this second portion pack. He's fighting to work with 50 and also push 50 to. There we go. Oh no, that wasn't. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, everybody. That was final, not this one. Yeah, he's getting old, and this turtle is getting slow. That being said, we keep going. We keep on top of it. Cloud City taking over the lead of this race. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had, I would say, already 5 different race leaders. Even being able to complete a lap. These group of racers are so tight marginally that they can have many different leaders directing the pack to go around the circuit, the Barcelona, the Catalonia, Barcelona. Try to say that. Try to say that 5 times, 10 times speed. It's definitely different when you're alone in the commentator, that's for sure. MK taking over from Cloud City. Goatley sniffing the tail of Cloud City. 15:07, Bowed 2 seconds behind. Flame with the penalty still, and Dismal holding right tight. I definitely feel a few drivers are extra furious, and I'm seeing some action going on back here. We got 50 and Flame. Goya coming in out of nowhere. We're going 3 wide into turn 6, 7, 8. Where is it? 9. Hold strong, everybody. And we've lined up again. Goya. Where did he come from? Seth going for the fight, going for the inside line, sticking his nose in. Is it where it belongs? Oh, can't make the position, but Dismal at least gaining a position. Flame holding strong, but he's gonna have to let this one through this time. This one got the DRS, dumped some battery, and we are off. Dismal up into the top 5 again. 15:07, not too far away, about 1.2 off, but any little mistakes will bring Dismal in. You know, if there's no more safety cars, with 10 laps to go, it looks like we got our top 5s already. Dismal can fight for an FP4, 50 probably no mistakes to the end of the race. Should be able to hold an FP5, P4 maximum. Go Lee though, go Lee. When is he going to jump? Because we're getting to that portion of the race, ladies and gentlemen, where 10 laps to go and count them down. The race is on. And with that, I'm going to hit the little boys' room. I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. The gap between 15 and Goatley has extended slightly. Dismal and Flame still right beside each other. Dismal going to pick up a net P5 with the penalty from Flame. Goya going to advance and pick up a net P7 as it stands. Flame on 6-lap mediums. Cloud City putting in the fastest lap at the 1:14.7. MK pulling ahead, taking over the lead of the race. Goatley still in P3. I feel like he's starting to lose the tires. Or not lose the tires, but they're getting more difficult as the race continues, given that his teammate and the Ferrari are on hards, which should be improving as the laps go down. I always find it crazy that the tires can improve with wear, and then as you gain more quality into the tires with wear, you lose quality. It's definitely a teeter-totter of sorts. You gotta give up in some places to gain in other places, but the gap is pulling away. Top three are pulling away from 50 and 07. And MK Hitch now taking the fastest lap. So the two drivers at the front, Cloud and MK Hitch, are trading fastest laps. They are all really tight. We see Cloud slightly went off, and he has Goatley terrorizing him non-stop in that third position, right on his tail. Somebody's gonna have to blink because we have 5 laps to go once they cross the line on this lap. This is where it gets spicy, folks. 15:07 now falling further and further back. I would assume he's worked his tires a little too much. Also defending from Dismal, Flame, and Seth. Flame finally giving way. Dismal gaining the position. Will it be enough? I feel Dismal and 15:07 are going to be there or thereabouts on the same level of tire wear that any slight mistake, a little bit of wheel spin, will be detrimental to the race. I also feel though, if Dismal gets clear air, he may change his fate and pull away. We shall see, but the story remains, the top 3 is where the battle's at. Jostling for positions, first place, second place, third place, chaining consistently. Goatley holding on to that P3, staying within half a second, wanting to get ahead for sure, and just picking and waiting to pounce. This is a tiger, folks. This is a lion. The lion will stay in the tall grass, keep his distance, but also calculate when to make the move. 4 laps remaining. Dismal taking over from 15:07. Dismal going off into turn 2, keeping the car safe. Hitting the wall with the rear tire, no damage. But he's lost position. Made the move, and with the lower downforce, dropped it into the gravel. Gutting. Still in top 10. He will get points. But I'm sure that is not what he was expecting. 1507, keeping it clean. Now just needs to bring it in. Even if Flame overtakes him, just everything needs to be clean. Goya coming off a little bit. Oh yeah, Goya is not seeing the white lines anymore. Feel like he's having some trouble. Yeah, going wide. Cloud City. Yeah, these guys are just keep switching positions. Fief in the back, but holding position. Love Fief. Fief is a great guy. Mel Gibson. We got a bunch of penalties, but everybody holding still. Goya dropping down P12 with the Williams. Squatch P11. I would say containing a good race. Yuppie P16, top 10. Going to pick up points with Voda as well. EXO, keeping it clean, keeping his nose out of trouble. Dismal. Now he has fresh air, but I'm sure those tires are hurting. Seth, even with that damage from the start of the race, he will be happy to gain the position he has. And even with the penalties, a 3-second, he will hold his P6 as long as Dismal doesn't progress in his laps, which I would say is great damage limitation. So with 2 laps left, folks, I'm going to jump to the front here. Oh, but I can't just yet because Flame and 50 are going side by side. Flame has 6 seconds in penalties. Flame will drop down to P7. Flame may even be overtaken by Dismal in P7. So Flame may end up in a net P8, excuse me. If the other drivers start catching pace. So my friend, I would try and keep it as clean as possible. And with all that going on in the background, let's jump back to our top 3 who've been battling. And as I mentioned, Go Lee now, he's made his move. He's jumped to the front of that pack. Rounding 13, 14. Everybody else is gonna have DRS now. Go Lee, what does he do? Working that battery, letting the other drivers through. They are gonna come close. They're gonna be touching. His teammate right in front of him. Nose to tail. Cloud holding on to P1 right now, but it's where you finish this lap now that you want to be for the end of this race. Whoever is in even P3, they can dump the battery going into turn 1. And if you're leading turn 1, you should finish that lap ahead. It's so close in the top 3 right now. Anything can happen. And here we go. 13 coming up. No live 14. Cloud's got almost a gap on them. DRS flaps open for the Racing Bulls. Everybody's dumping their battery now for the final lap. White flag. Oh, Goad gaining damage on his end plate, losing the end plate. MK7. A little late defensive maneuver, but the 2 teammates colliding. The group was talking about it in Discord, and I feel like it's come to fruition. Whatever they've said happened because now Goat Lee is definitely going to have that P3. I don't believe it's going to be like Charles Leclerc at China with the extra flexi. He will have some. Oh yeah, he goes off, and he's empties battery, and it's over. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. Cloud City. Turning turn 12 into turn 13, rounding out turn 14. This man has been calculated, precise, and with that comes across the line P1, MK7, P2, Goat Lee, P3. We got 50 and 07, P4. Seth gaining position on Final Flame, P5, Final Flame holding that P6. Dismal in P7, Yuppie P8, Squash P9, Exo P10, Vivoda P11, Fate dropping down from penalty, so Goya P12, Fate P13, Mel Gibson P14, Coach Fantasy P15, and Fief finishing off Sector 3, turn 12, turn 13. Rounding out turn 14 and the perseverance of the almighty leader, Fief, P14, P15. I don't think that was right. Goya retiring and dropping down to the back, but we got our driver today, the Yuppie coming out. Cloud City with the walk-off. Very nice, very nice. I can see some anger in the chat. I see some anger in the chat. I'm sure there will be some incidents reported, but as stated at the end of that race, we got Cloud City P1, MK Hitch P2, Goat Lee P3, 1507 P4, Seth P5, Final Flame P6, Dismal P7, the Yuppie P8, Squatch P9, Exo Dave P10, Vivoda 11, P12, we got Hold On Fate, Mel Gibson P13, Coach Fantasy P14, P15. I don't think that's right that Goy is in P16, but I could be wrong. Nevertheless, thank you everybody for joining me. This was your Commander Turtle, Commander speaking. What a race, and on to round 10 of the Can-Am Championship. Everybody, thank you, and have yourself a great night.